Francisco 49ers. In charge of the Cardinals, that is head coach Jonathan Gannon. These guys are crisp 2-0 to begin this 2025 campaign. Across the field, Kyle Shanahan, coach of the 49ers. These guys 2-0 as well, so two of the league's better teams meeting here this week. Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Hewer. It's going to be Chad Ryland to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. He's going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space.
I'll say it again, Kate. I love these new kickoff rules. This is exactly what we all wanted to see. All of us understood safety concerns with the kickoff, but we did not want to see this explosive, game-changing play out of the game, and we did. And in fact, in this one, we got to see it right from the jump.
So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. I know you covered him for a long time in Seattle, a 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he could do it right there.
Russ now from the gun. In the goal line. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Brock Bowers the touchdown. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got, now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that, Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
Butker with the extra point. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led up by the 7th-year quarterback from Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
The biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game, not the pocket.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game is all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut. But kind of not on the job. It sets an immediate tone for this defense. All I can tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
They may not have been the first defense to hit the field today, but certainly they wasted no time making their presence felt. Couple sacks in just the first few plays here, and they'll add more to it if this offense doesn't start to figure out their protection.
Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. But this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Now, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Wilson now from the gun. He's trying to push the field. It is caught at the 20. And he gets this forward to the 19. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pull out in front further, 13-zip. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. It's Connor again. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. That stop made by T.J. Watt. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Now Kyler. There's a screen. It's Connor. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. It takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. Escapes a defender. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense. But
and they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey McBride, the touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers push their lead to 21-zip already.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Play action now, Murray. The pressure's there, and he closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Another try following the sack. The left side caught by Andrews. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll punch it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The 49ers and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A big play, that's him 17 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down.
That's good. Ford, A.
Here's Wilson to the air. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Could not evade him. That was Cody Simon. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Ross off the play fake. Brought in close to the 8. He's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. And guys, man, that's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Mike Evans with the touchdown. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Connor gets in here. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the 49ers get to it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Here's a give to Gibbs. Jukes out a one-stop. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can give you a new set of downs.
And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's good. 4A.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers with 2nd and 6. Defense shows blitz. Wilson has it in close. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers continue piling onto this lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cardinals and running back James Conner headed back to the field. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Murray. Pressure comes, he's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
The 49ers, now Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll take it out wide to run this clock out. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this run.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
One final shot before the half. He gets a lock behind one, deep downfield. Well, he shot his shot clock, but they couldn't connect. So we've reached gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it.
Shrimp is in the frozen food section. There's biscuits in there, and I was like, oh, I can do a play on fried shrimp and biscuits, but in the same realm of like chicken and waffles. Why do you eat that many bags of shrimp? Shrimp. Oh, yep. Tony's going with shrimp. And then keeping sort of in that like southern style of like curried sweet potatoes. What else? A honey down. Now I have to grab something that's $3.99. $1.99. $3.99 black molasses. $3.39. $2.99. She just grabbed pancake syrup. No. But not even real maple syrup. She grabbed like pancake syrup. It just seems a little out of left field to me. So I'm just sort of curious of what she's gonna go with this. $3.99 maple syrup is going to be made into a chili maple butter that's going to basically dredge the outside of my biscuit. Bread. I have to grab something that's red. I'll get some Fresnos because that'll be like inside the butter that'll be used for the biscuit. Something from aisle 1. Let's get some arugula, and because I want to have like a nice fresh salad to go along with my fried shrimp and my biscuits.
Her shop seems all over the place. We may not have any idea what she's doing. She definitively knows what she's doing.
Right. This one's hard. Like, I never want to take $5 grand away from somebody. That being said, I don't like to lose. I get very upset.
25 minutes. What are you making? Chicken waffles?
Well, no, I'm doing fried shrimp, biscuit, maple honey butter.
Got it.
So the first thing I need to do is take the shrimp, put it in some water so it can start to defrost, and then I put the biscuits in the oven. Those are going to take the longest. While the biscuits are in the oven, I'm going to start working on my sweet potato puree. So inside of a pot, I put a little bit of water with some coconut, some butter, and then I add the sweet potatoes to that, frozen pureed ginger, and just allow the puree to kind of soften and come together. I'm here a lot in Flavor Town, and I like to win. All fair and love and war. Sorry, Brad.
Lobster tails. When I get to my station, I start going, getting my lobster tails, my mussels thawed out, so that I can start building this stew.
What are we looking at, Chef? Lobster tails, green lip mussels. What else we got?
We're getting some aromatics going in the pan, then we're gonna start building a tomato stew for all that seafood.
Fantastic.
Nothing brings people together like tomato stew.
I agree. That's Sunday.
Yeah, it's very Sunday.
So one thing that I really like to do anytime that I have good meats on hand is I like to actually char them and serve charred meats on top.
I'll tell you what I never expected from Chef Brad. The one item I'm grabbing from the birds aisle, and I'm grabbing a leek.
How often do you think the leeks get grabbed in Flavor Town Market?
I love me some leeks.
Right. When you're making a sauce, you need an onion base.
Next, I'm going to go ahead and get my stew going. In a large saute pan, I have all my aromatics sweating. That's the garlic, my leeks. We're going to add in our tomatoes here. We're going to add in our mussels now. Really going to let them stew down in that and cook. I'm trying so hard to keep my horse blinders on and just not look at what Chef Antoni is doing, because I know Chef Antoni is going to bring her best. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. I just want to get that meat good and seared, and we'll throw the shells into our butter. Because there's no better flavor development than lobster and butter.
I'm going to work on my maple butter. Take some unsalted butter from that really sugary maple syrup. I take some Fresnos, we chop them up, throw the Fresnos in there. And I start to build my salad. I put my arugula in the bowl, a hot red wine vinegar into the Fresnos so that they can start to pickle. So then I'm going to work on my shrimp. Dredge it in a little bit of regular flour and then throw that into my wet flour mixture, and then they go right into the fryer.
16 minutes, 16 to be played. My stew base going, so now we're going to add in our lobster tails, including all the butter. we want to thicken that a little bit. So we're going to go grab our bread.
Chef, what's that bread for?
That's going to go in the tomato stew to help thicken it and give it that rich, full body flavor.
Oh.
Okay, so add that in, and then we'll really work that around.
Are we worried that the shellfish has been in that pot?
For a long time.
And are we worried that it's going to be overcooked?
I wanted to compete on guys' grocery games so that I could show my wife, Savannah, that all my countless hours working in kitchens is paying off. I want to bring home that money. I want to have the wedding of her dreams. And now we want to finish that in our tomato sauce as well. Because this right here, this is enough to feed my whole family. I don't know about you guys.
Get your plates. Got to get plated. 2.5.
I pull the biscuits out of the oven, they're nice and fluffy and golden brown. Shrimp look golden brown. Shrimp, sweet potato, biscuit, that arugula and pickle Fresno chili salad, something red and something from Olive. With all of that beautiful maple chili butter, something $3.99. This is 100% what I would take at home, except that everything's frozen.
90 seconds, chefs. 90 seconds.
We're going to go ahead and get a good bit of noodles in the bottom. These New Zealand green mussels, the lobster tail. We're getting our chard leeks in here. I add grilled sourdough bread. I mean, this is just screaming Sunday supper.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Stop working.
All right. Whew. That was a lot.
Scared of a little blood? Dr. Garcia?
Bleeding gums are serious, Jamie. I must be brushing too hard. No, it's actually a sign of bacterial infection, one that could spread to other parts of the body. Check this out.
Unlike other toothpastes, Crest Gum detoxifies antibacterial fluoride where it's below the gum line to help heal gums and stop bleeding.
Crest saves the day, huh? No reason to fear.
The #1 toothpaste brand in America, Crest.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief. Visible repair of the intestinal lining.
And lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection. Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
This is it, game 2 of the frozen food feast. Little game of beat the judges. Our buddy over here, Brett, won 15 grand. Called out Antonio LaFaso. They got to play grocery lists. Chef Brett, you're up first. What did you make the judges?
So for our Sunday feast, I wanted to do something that I know brings everyone around the table in my household. So we have tomato stew, and we wanted to really exemplify shellfish. We have New Zealand green mussels, some lobster tails in there as well. For the something red, I used canned tomatoes. For something from the produce section, I wanted some fresh leeks in there, put some grilled sourdough not only around the plate to help sop that sauce up, but in the actual stew to give it body and texture.
Check. Great job. Lobsters, mussels, delicious. The leek confused me at the time. I mean, sometimes you just gotta leave it alone. The flavor is fantastic, but it didn't bring much additional complexity that I was looking for.
I love the grilled bread addition to the sauce. It gave it a nice viscosity. The spice is fantastic. The only negative for me is the noodles are a little bit overcooked. I think you may have added it a little bit too early into the sauce.
This dish definitely screams Sunday supper to me. The bread is a great addition to slop up that delicious sauce that you took the time to make. Just when you're making a dish like this, maybe putting the noodles down first and then the sauce over top so that it doesn't overcook the noodles and sauce.
Thank you.
All right, up next, Chef Antonio, what do you have for us?
So I'm doing like chicken waffles. I did like shrimp and biscuits. And so you have like the fried shrimp. You have the biscuit that's smothered in a maple butter Fresno sauce, a little side of sweet potato that I cooked with some coconut milk and a little bit of ginger, and then a very simple salad of arugula and some pickled Fresnos just for some relief.
You're such a good cook.
Thanks.
I love eating your food because everything you do is super well executed, and this is just like that. This shrimp is cooked perfectly. It's juicy. The sweet potato curry is great. I feel like I'm in a southern home.
I love the frozen biscuit. I think it's a great hack for a Sunday supper. That maple butter is the star on this plate. The only thing that I wish I had more of was something red. More of that something red on the plate.
Whenever I sell waffles or pancakes, I always put syrup and butter all over the top for the guests.
What do you call it?
Syrup.
Yeah, you call it syrup. Syrup.
Syrup.
Syrup.
Syrup.
Syrup.
Syrup.
Syrup.
How do you say it? Syrup. That's syrup.
We all just said syrup. You're the one saying syrup.
Syrup.
And Tony and I are going to talk about syrup for another few seconds, if that's okay.
Syrup.
The syrup in your butter, along with the spice, makes it that comfort meal. But it just feels like the flavor a little safe. You used a frozen biscuit. It's not really all coming together. It does seem Sunday supper, but just a little safe.
All right, thank you very much. Chefs, we're sending you back to the kitchen. We'll call you when we have a decision. Ugh. Pretty dynamite dishes.
Both dishes are really strong. Brett, that overcooking of the pasta is such a mess. Those noodles, because they're frozen, they need like 1 second to cook. I thought the sauce, the shellfish, the bread were all so great.
If I had to knock Antonia on anything, it would be that she played it safe.
Yes.
But it's close.
It's very close.
It is really close.
Great dishes. These two chefs knocked it out of the park with this Sunday supper. Unfortunately, one chef goes home, and the winner is... Congratulations, Chef Antonio. Well done. Brett, I tell you this, you had it. Where'd you miss it?
The noodles are overcooked.
The pasta killed you.
Yeah.
You had 15,000, you bet 5, that'll put you down to 10. 10,000 for you, Antonio LaFaso, 5,000 for you. There you go. Thank you very much.
I was really disappointed in myself about the noodles, but I'm going home with $10,000. I get to give Savannah the wedding of her dreams. This has been awesome.
So there you have it. Join us next time, Triple G, where the best chefs win cold, hard cash. Adios. Well done. Some of Flavortown's favorite chefs are joining forces with their partners in a non-stop 3-course showdown. They're off to woo the judges. Y'all look really beautiful today. With a romantic dinner, absolutely beautiful, featuring an amazing appetizer, an enticing entree, and surprise, surprise, hold on a second, a last-minute dessert. Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Stop it. All while playing Twisted Game.
So wait.
This is crazy.
It'll test how much these mates really know about each other. Which of you is the more frugal shopper?
Bam. This is like crazy.
A little teamwork make the dream work?
Let's go, baby.
Twist, baby.
Or will this love story end in a culinary catastrophe?
I've never peeled a peach before. Okay, stop.
Yeah.
I think my eyelashes are falling off.
It's 3-course couples tonight on Guys Grocery Games. So let's meet our culinary couples. Now, first up, it's the California restaurateur couple, James Beard nominee, Chef Michael Reed, and his wife, Queenie. Looking better at it, right? Come on! Wrecking my game! Then we have Michelin-starred executive chef Adam Sobel and his wife, Jessica. Is Adam here? And finally, James Beard Award-winning chef Jonathan Sawyer and his high school sweetheart of 18 years, Amelia. To your cards, please. Looking fantastic.
Thank you.
It is a triple G triple date. And it's exciting. I gotta be honest with you. It's exciting to have all the incredible talent in the market. And I'm also glad that you brought the chefs along.
That's right.
1 hour back. Doesn't 1 hour sound fun? Ooh, just like to get it over with. Let's not start with any shenanigans. I want you to make, in this 1 hour, I want you to make a date night act and entree, with the appetizer due at the 20-minute mark. Can you handle that?
20 minutes?
Yes. Fantastic. Good news is the couple with the highest combined score at the end of the night wins $15,000 guaranteed. Right? For the first game, or better yet, should we call it for the first game show, it's the game show that has couples revealing their most intimate secrets in the kitchen. Yeah, this is called the newly fed game. Now, couples, this is how it's going to work. Oh, garçon, Hunter. Thank you. You're each going to get a white dry erase board. You will stand back to back with your partner. I will ask you a series of personal questions. If your spouse's answer and your answer matches, you'll earn a point. All right, Hunter, if they get 1 point only for their team, what will they shop with?
A beautiful sandwich bag.
What is that?
Stop it. If you get 2 points,
Your lovely produce bag.
if you were to get 3 points, we like to call this the thick small bag. Remember when that was a terrible bag to have?
Yes.
If you get 4 points, you're going to get a whole basket.
Okay, that's something.
And if you get all 5 points, you get a card. Woo, wow. Woo. Everybody ready? Turn to your backs. Back to back. First question is, which of you is the messiest in the kitchen? Let's go over to Michael and Queenie. Queenie is the dirtiest in the kitchen. The Sobols, Jessica. And she said me. Okay. And the Sawyers, Amelia and me. All right, 1 point for all the couples. Fantastic. Here we go. Which of you is the more frugal shopper? Let's go ahead with the Sawyers. What are you talking about? I know where all the deals are. Let's go to the Sobols. Adam. Amen. Queenie and Michael.
Bam.
Michael.
What are you talking about? I shot for you.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
So it's 1 point, 2 points, 1 point. All right. What was the last thing you cooked for her? Let's go to the Sobols first. Spaghetti bolognese, Italian, I'll give it to you. Queenie and Michael, sauteed scallop. Desserts to taste.
Yes, he did.
Sawyers, Sunday supper, asparagus steak and stuff. Okay, fantastic. So we'll go 3 points, Sobel, 2 points, Sawyer, and Queenie and Michael, 1 point. This is a 2-point question. What do you eat more of, chicken or fish? You as a couple. Queenie and Michael, chicken! Congratulations, the Sobels. It is chicken. Sawyers, and we got fish.
You get it?
Fantastic. All right, 4 points, 5 points, 3 points. This is going to be one question for Queenie and Michael, but there's a deal. If I ask you the question, you lose 1 minute shopping. But if you get the question correct, you go from a small bag to a basket.
Yep.
I got a big.
All right, let's go. Just for Queenie and Michael.
Not big.
What does Queenie like more? Dinner or dessert? What is it? Dinner or dessert? Let's see it.
Oh, I know you got
Dessert. Yay. 2 baskets and a cart.
Yes.
But, Chef, you're going to be held for a minute because you got your basket. At 20 minutes, everybody's appetizer must be completed. Do we get to reshop? Well, that is a fantastic question because the answer is no. You only get 1 shopping trip, okay? Out of the 3 of you, you 2 are going to go first, okay? You are going to wait 1 minute, then you can go.
Oh, yeah, you will.
Okay.
The clock going. Oh, what? Hey, just take this.
Baby, come on, you got to run.
Okay.
Hey, we're going to do a tonkatsu as the first course. Okay, we're going to get a Japanese curry. For our date night, we're going to make a crispy pork cutlet katsu with a Japanese curry. I think we should do seafood for our entree.
Okay.
Okay, scallops. So we seafood dinner, I want to get scallops. All right, let's keep going down the aisle.
For the most part, I really enjoy seafood, so that's usually a typical date night meal.
Okay, I'm gonna make a cocktail.
You want to make a cocktail? All right, good.
I've been making Dirty Shirley's, which is a vodka-based cocktail.
15 years of marriage.
Yes.
We're high school sweethearts.
We are not high school sweethearts,
Exactly.
Jonathan. We
We dated in high
for
school.
like a week.
And then she broke up with me in the back of an ice cream parlor. Her daddy's name was Tuna. We worked at a bookstore across the street.
We looked at Borders, and he's in
It's
college.
still a bookstore. Any Japanese curry? Okay. Anyhow, we're happily married with 2 kids now, and we're gonna win. Get that rice vinegar for the pickles.
What's he talking about? Oh, this. Okay.
Okay. For the seafood dinner, I want to get a bunch of produce. Talk about chanterelles, herbs, asparagus,
I love when you cook your vegetables.
Meyer lemons. Anybody know where soda is? Soda aisle? This is a one-shot challenge. We only have one chance to get everything we need for 2 courses.
Well, I'm gonna throw a little coconut water in it.
Okay. It's getting heavy. The basket's like fuller.
Don't be a baby.
Okay. Good shot. All right, let's go. So I'm holding the basket with like 2 hands.
You're good. You're doing good. Oh my god, that was crazy.
We are the souls.
Okay. Today, what are we doing?
Really well. Peaches, a little arugula. Date night at a simply crispy grilled quail with a habanero puree. Something we can do pretty fast. Get some really nice fresh pasta. Bang out a delicious bolognese with some chicken
Perfect. I love
livers,
pasta.
ground veal pork.
So date night or entree, we're always doing a pasta.
I'll follow you. Do you grab everything? I'll put all of it.
I'm not a chef. I am a very good cleaner.
3-star Michelin cleaner.
Yes, I'm a Scorpio and he's a Leo. So it's a lot of alpha energy in our home. I win secretly, I think. We got the tortellinis, which is my favorite pasta.
Crushed tomatoes.
We don't need that. Well, this way.
We don't need crushed tomatoes for bolo.
We're going to use Florida tuna.
Italy is a really big part of our love story. You got engaged there.
Look at us now.
Look at us.
Look at us.
It's interesting that because you've never played the game before, but yet you knew the clock went off and it was time to leave. And he just stood there and looked at us. And then he left you holding the cards.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I'd rather hold the card than shop.
For the app, we got basil, some asparagus, pinkish just for kicks. We got fresh peaches. Getting the card is awesome. What we should just ran down the aisle like going down the whole aisle.
What are we looking for entree? What are we gonna do for entree?
We're not shopping right now for the entree,
Yes,
are we?
we are. We said everything in the basket for the entree. We gotta shop for everything.
Go! All right, let's go.
Team Reed.
Team Reed. Yeah, baby.
I think that we should do the duck confit tacos.
For our date night app, we're gonna make duck confit taco.
This taco rocks my world. What are we doing for the entree?
We're gonna do a little surf and turf or no? Just straight steak.
Let's do surf and turf. That'll be cute. Some scallops.
Scallops, yeah?
She loves scallops. I love steak, so putting those 2 on the plate. Everyone's happy at the end of the meal.
So remember, we gotta get our first one up before
I
this.
know. We have 1 minute.
Everyone has that minute head start on us, so here we go.
We will be married 7 years, July 1st.
Correct.
We are owners of Poppy and Rose in downtown Los Angeles and Poppy and Seed in Anaheim.
I take care of all the creative side for the kitchen and back of the house, and then she takes over front of the house.
He does have an opinion of the front of the house, but I digress. How many carrots do we need? I'm gonna get carrots. For our date night entree, on the bottom we have a little peekaboo of some brown butter carrot mash, which is delicious.
Okay, we need a bunch of herbs.
For our duck confit taco, a ton of fresh herbs. We gotta make a couple different pickled vegetables to go with it, and apple relish. Something simple, easy, and quick.
So here to taste tonight's conference courses are my trio of judges. We have Top Chef winner who has opened acclaimed restaurants on both coasts, the one and only Chef Lamont Hall. Top Chef All-Star, James Beard nominee, and astronaut, Chef Dale Calday. And Food Network star, the one and only Artie Sequeira. Favorite date night app?
Oysters.
Oh, I'm a big oyster.
Oyster dice, sour oysters. It's always it's sexy.
Yeah.
All right, Artie, what's the date night app?
I like stuff with my hands, tacos and things like that. That's what gets me.
For date night?
Yeah. Bren and I have been together since we were 18, and so for me, the most nostalgic romantic meals were when we had like 2 pennies to rub together.
13 minutes.
Yes. Maybe get the peach puree going, peel the peaches, get them into the blender with 1 habanero.
Okay.
For our date night app, we're doing quail with habanero peach puree and asparagus.
Oh, I've never peeled a peach before. Is this right?
Jess gets on the peach sauce.
Adam, I've never peeled a peach before.
And then Adam gets working on the quail.
Maybe just get the skin off of it and get it in the blender. We have about 12 minutes to get this dish done and dusted.
How do I get the pit out of the peach?
When you watch the show at home, you're like, I could do this. No, you cannot. It is so hard. You're sweating. Your brain is like,
How about habanero stir? So we have a newfound respect.
oh, 100%.
I love having Jess here. You can talk about it until you're actually here and you feel the energy. It's really awesome.
What's all your seasoning there, Chef?
Fennel flowers.
Babe, what are you doing up there?
I'm good. We're gonna get quail on the grill.
I have to say that it has to be pretty intimidating for the spouse in this instance, right? To not only come and cook alongside your chef husbands, but you're also in a competition.
Yeah.
There's a billion cameras, there's lights, there's judges, and you're not just making one dish.
Yeah.
You've got two to make, and at the moment, you don't have that much time to get that app up.
A large touchscreen keeps everyone happy. The Subaru Crosstrek. Dog tested, dog approved.
You want to hear a secret? This sauna is actually from Walmart. One of over 500 million items.
Huh. Who knew?
Seeing everyone was splashing. Please get out of my sauna.
I'm not the only one with a fine set of ivories. Walmart has fancy shoes?
They have over 500 million items!
The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Last words. Just one. It's a long one. And the tongue kissed.
That's why you need real people.
Go home, Bateman. Do a podcast or something. That's very cool.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
These couples are making us a date night entree and appetizer. I'm really nervous about everything getting done in time.
Yeah.
It's hot outside, it's hot in here, it's hot everywhere.
We are making a duck confit taco and apple relish and a lot of herbs. First thing we do is put the duck confit into the boiling water.
We have minimal time, so we wanted to cook something that was going to be fast and easy.
So while Queenie's